What is up, guys? Welcome to another Sports and Stuff video. Today, we're back with Colin, and we are going to be going over what's been happening in the NBA the last couple of days. Like, some of the scores, some of the insane players. So, first, let's go ahead and talk about game one. That would have been the day that, Donovan Mitchell went crazy and dropped 57, and they still lost because of Jamal Murray absolutely popping off at the end of the game. So that
that game was insane.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
That Donovan Mitchell, the Jazz, I think getting Mike Conley back, I think he can play today. We're filming this video right now in where the Nets are getting killed in Game 3 against the Raptors.
Now, I want to talk about Game 1 between the Clippers and Mavericks. If Kristaps Porzingis does not get fouled out, does the Mavericks win that game?
Yes, definitely, no question.
Yeah,
if he didn't get ejected for punching the air and getting shoved like the refs, literally basically cheated him out of a game, the Dallas Mavericks should be up 2-0 right now.
I think there's a really good chance the Mavericks win the series, just based off of what we've seen so far.
It's just the depth that we've seen from the Clippers all year being the best, undoubtedly. Yeah. It's just not been there.
Game 1, day 2, the Bucks get beat by the Magic. Their center for the Magic scored 31, popped off. I mean, Giannis put up a good performance. It's just his team couldn't follow anything up,
Yeah, good for the Magic. I mean, is that going to turn into anything? Probably not. But I'm hoping they win the series.
Yeah.
The Lakers. But I'd like to see them win the series. That'd be cool. But good for them. They're probably going to get beat every other game. Every single other game of the series. Yeah. But Vooch putting on a show. He played really good defense on him.
Now, hold on. We have to talk about Lakers versus the Trailblazers. Game 1. The Trailblazers go in and upset the Lakers. That was a really good game. Dame popped off. However, we'll get to some...
Let's just say this one thing. LeBron needs people that can freaking shoot.
Yeah, Danny Green didn't hit the side of a barn.
The Lakers, literally, before I saw Game 2 last night, which we'll go over a little bit later, my God, we looked like we haven't played, we looked like we haven't shot a ball literally in 5 years.
Yeah.
Danny Green looks like he hasn't put up a shot in literally 5 years. Like, Danny Green played like a piece of garbage. So did Caruso. So did KCP. JR didn't play. Dion Waiters 1 minute. Come on, folks. You gotta when your other shooters ain't shooting good, you gotta adjust, man. You gotta try something else.
Yeah. I think the Mavericks getting Game 2 was huge. That just showed that. They can definitely compete, and I think they would have won.
I think they might win the series.
Yeah.
I wish I had a Dallas Mavericks series.
Right now, I think one of my favorite series right now is the Jazz versus Nuggets series. Every game has been really good. And
it's a good series. Yeah, I agree.
I think that series is a toss-up. I think that series potentially could go to a Game 7.
I think it is good. I think it's going to go to 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But I just think Denver's going to win it at the end of the day just because, like y'all seen our first round bracket video.
Yeah.
We're going to do it by rounds. And I just think Denver, they have a lot of potential. It's just...
True.
I think they're going to win the series because they have enough depth to compete for the whole game more than the Jazz can.
Yeah.
And they stop when Mike Conley comes back. If they stop Mike Conley, The only person that can score on that Jazz team is Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, he's going to have to carry him, but it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Rudy Gobert, he's going to have to lock up on defense if they want to have a chance.
He really is going to have to lock.
So, now we'll talk about the Lakers game last night. There's a lot of concern right now for the Trailblazers with Damian Lillard, who appeared to have...
I just got a notification he's playing Game 3.
That's good for them. However, I feel like it's going to affect his shooting.
I think so, too. I think the Lakers... Please don't blame Terry Stotts for putting them in the game, because even if they're down by 30 points, because that's what it was, when Damian Lillard gets hot, you're not at the game. They literally, if Damian Lillard got hot and didn't dislocate his finger, they could have won that game. But the Lakers, Anthony Davis went off, and even LeBron had an off night, we still won by 25 points.
Yeah.
We still won by 25, so.
I still think that series could possibly go to a Game 6 or a Game 7. We'll just have to see.
I think it's going to end in 5 because I really think
I think Game 3 is going to be the most crucial game of the series. I think
it's going to determine a lot.
If the Lakers win that game, I think it's going to be over in 5, maybe 6. But if the
Blazers win, it's going to be done in 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think exactly. So now we've talked about some of the crucial games. I think the Bucks are going to end up winning every game now against the Magic. I don't see them getting a lot of games.
I think too, but I'm really hoping the Magic can pull away. That'd just be probably the biggest upset of all time. That'd be awesome. That'd be just nice.
Yeah. So now we'll talk about predicting these games. Obviously, the Raptors are gonna win.
Because we're filming this when they're destroying the Nets.
Nuggets versus the Jazz. Who are you taking?
I think the Nuggets will ultimately win this ball game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jazz. I think Donovan Mitchell gets it done. I think Rudy Gobert will be able to
If the Nuggets lose this game, that would have climbed themselves into a bad hole to be in.
Now, Sixers versus Celtics.
Oh, the Celtics are sweeping the Sixers. The Sixers have literally not been competitive.
The Sixers have been absolutely terrible. However, I don't think the Sixers are getting swept, so that's why I'm taking them to upset the Celtics in Game 3.
I think if there was home court advantage, this series would go to 7 because Philadelphia is literally unbeatable at home. But
I am very, very concerned right now for the 76ers in their franchise going forward and for the next year or two because
I thought the Sixers were going to make the finals if Ben Simmons didn't break his ankle. But
I thought the Sixers had a really good chance, but with this, I don't see it. Now, going into the last game of the night, Clippers versus Mavericks. Right now, the Mavericks look unstoppable playing the Clippers. I don't see how they can stop them. I'm taking the Mavericks.
I got the Mavericks.
Just based off these first 2 games, I think the Mavericks should be up 2-0, and I don't even think it's close. I think the Mavericks
should be up 2-0 right now and heading towards a sweep. But I'm really hoping the Mavericks can pull this off because being a Lakers fan, I do not want to play the Clippers. And I think if Dallas wins this series, they're going to have a good, it's going to be them and the Lakers in a 7-game series.
Well, the lottery was last night for the NBA, and as a Hawks fan, it hurt. We got the 6th pick.
Rip the Knicks.
Knicks got the 8th pick.
If you're a Knicks fan out there, you should probably go like the Nets. Don't be a bandwagon.
Well, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up our video. So, thanks everyone for watching, and peace.